This is a day in the life of a nomad. Last night my tire had went flat and luckily I was able to make it to Discount Tire and stay the night in their parking lot. I was able to get in as soon as they opened. I think you do get a lot of judgment over being a nomad. My story to people is always the same. I always just tell people that I'm on a camping trip with my dog on my way to Joshua Tree, and nobody questions it. As a solo female traveler, I feel like the less they know, the better, and it makes experiences like flat tires a little less stressful. Since I had just bought my tires in October from Discount Tire, they were still under warranty, so I was able to get this fixed for free. After my tire was fixed and I was on my way, I made a cup of tea and started door dashing. The deliveries went really smooth today. The weather was great. I was just listening to podcasts and it was overall very chill. For lunch, I grabbed some shredded chicken and made some tacos. Basically, I just reheated the chicken on my skillet, added some seasoning, and mixed it with some lime juice. I had chopped up some tomatoes, shallots, jalapeno, cilantro. I warmed up the tortilla on my skillet, and it turned out great. There was so much chicken. I ended up leaving about half of it plain, and Clover got to have a really great lunch too. After lunch, we burned off some energy by going for a walk, and we did some more deliveries. After I finished working, I drove us to our sleep spot for the night. For dinner, I decided to try some chimichurri steak that I saw at Sprouts. I just got a small portion that ended up only being $3.18, and the total after the vegetables was only $6. I thinly sliced the vegetables and cooked them in my skillet. Clover was getting some of these, so I didn't add any seasonings except for a piece of rosemary. While those cooked, I read my book. And in no time at all, they start simmering. You have to really watch them in this small of a skillet to make sure that they don't boil over. After they're done cooking, I just sort of mashed them up. I took out some for Clover and then added some salt and pepper. I put the mash over some shredded cabbage. I really love this cooking technique where it just sort of wilts the cabbage a little bit, but some of it's still a little crunchy. And then I cooked the steak and put the steak over the mash, and it was delicious. 10 out of 10, I will definitely be getting this steak from Sprouts again. And that's it. After I finished up dinner, I took Clover for a walk and edited some of these videos, and then I went to bed. Thanks for following along, and I'll see you tomorrow.